Hello world, it's Josh Gary. I'm 29 years old. I'm from Lamarck, Texas, close by Galveston. I know you haven't heard of Lamarck. I know you've heard of Galveston. Um, that's actually where I was born, Galveston, Texas, Island. But I was raised in Lamarck, 29. I probably said that already, but who cares? I became a tattoo artist when I was in college. I attended Southern University, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I was a part of the Human Jukebox, which is the band, played trumpet. But I became a tattoo artist for assurance, actually, because I thought if I picked up the art of tattooing down the line, at any point in my life, that if things just went wrong, that I would always have that to, make ends meet. Tattoo is something that nobody can take from you. It's an art that you have to obtain and you have to learn about and just get better at. So I figured if I learned how to do that if everything just goes to shit, I can have that to fall back on. And it ended up being my strongest asset, because you're here right now. I'm here right now talking to you. You're here right now listening to me. So it obviously got me in a good position. At first I went to college. I knew I wanted to do graphic design. I wanted to be a person that did animation in movies or video games and things like that. But the college I went to, Southern, not talking down on them or anything like that, they didn't have that particular course or program for graphics, just graphics. You had to go to LSU for that, which was about 10 minutes away. But I initially went to college to be an engineer, electronic engineering technology, EET. I did that for a year and a half, and I realized that it's far more people not even going to my school, but attending LSU, that love technology, they love electronics, they love numbers. I don't. I just know that this field would give me a certain amount of money if I do a certain amount of work and get from point A to point B. That's all I knew. So with that being said and that being known, after a year and a half, I did good in my classes. I made good grades. I was like, man, I can go much further in life with just following my passion, art, creating things. There's no limits to that. I'm a part of Kappa Alpha Psi, and we had step shows, things like that, which you need an artwork for. I would do the artwork for the backdrops and things like that. Artwork for different spots on campus, for different events. It made me think out the box into being an entrepreneur with my art. Paint little things on t-shirts and jackets for KK Psi or other organizations, sororities, fraternities at the college, which shifted me into being a person that just does art to becoming an entrepreneur, having that mind frame, because you control what you make as an entrepreneur. So it really shifted me in that way to venture out to sculpting and doing different things and just finding out what I can do if I just put my mind to it. Computer graphics, Photoshop. I love Photoshop. It's brought me a long way. But I do gain that from switching to art, the ability to find these different facets of the arts, not just drawing or painting, in which I love to paint, by the way. My first tattoo that I did was actually on Roderick. He's the person who taught me. He was my classmate in art class. I knew he did tattoos, and I just approached him and asked him if he could teach me, and he said yes, and I thank him for that. Took me about 2 weeks to pick up the art, of learning the machine, how to hold it. I practiced on a couple oranges and things like that beforehand. And then, he was like, man, you ready to do your first tattoo? And I was like, yeah. And it was actually a daisy on his hand. And it represented his mother. I think his mother was named Daisy. And so he had me do a daisy on his hand, and that was my first tattoo on actual human skin back in 2009. My favorite color, hands down, is red. I say that because, shit, my baby pictures I had red on. Like I said at the beginning, your parents have a big influence on you. If they would have dressed me up in green and had me in green a lot, I probably would have been gravitated more to green right now. But I love the color red because, for one, it turned heads. And that's the type of personality that I like to portray in my artwork. I want you to turn your head and look once you see a finished piece that I've done. Red has a certain type of attitude to itself. Like they say, lady in a red dress, you're going to turn your head and look at that lady in a red dress no matter who's standing next to you, your wife or whoever. You're going to get that glimpse because it's just a color and then it's a woman, But red is just that it color. Tattooing before I came here and then tattooing now is done a 360. From machine, from setup, from lighting, all that, from guidance, from Renee about different techniques, different needles for certain pieces. It did a complete 360. So yes, my tattooing has gotten a hell of a lot better since I've been working here at Big City. Art wise, I'm able to get stuff out now. Like beforehand, I really didn't have a place to do my artwork. I really don't want to do it at home because there's so many distractions. But here, I'm able to just pump stuff out because I see other people pumping stuff out, like Renee, Reggie, Vic, Cassandra, just pumping out artwork. So you see other artists doing work, you have no other choice but to put in that work too, So it allowed me a place to vent, Being in the shop, you learn so much more. I would have learned way more 4 years ago than I would, now within these 2 months. So it would have helped me learn more, be exposed to more artwork, just like how I am now. But that's what I would have told the old me. I wouldn't be too into like, don't do this, use that, because I would have learned that in the shop. So that's why I just cut it all, nip it all, and just simplify by saying, resign now and go full-fledged self-employment and tattooing and do you. That's what I would have told the old me instead of procrastinating. My first tattoo, I was in high school, so you could say, shit, I want to come to the high school. I want to come to school with a nice tattoo, and have the girls be like, oh, you got a tattoo, at that mindset. But my first tattoo was my initials, J-I-G, Jig. I got it done. It's on the back right here, and I got it done in Galveston. Island Tattoos. I forget how old I was, 16, 17. When I'm not tattooing, trying to get some artwork out. I'm trying to work on. I'm working on the paint right now. Finishing up this Ezekiel Elliott drawing. I'm trying to finish that up. But basically, it's just trying to get other artwork done. If it's not tattooing, I'm trying to get a painting done, get something done on Photoshop, some graphics. Just trying to maximize my downtime when I'm not, tattooing, which is automatic, money right there. But you know, the stuff that I do work on when I'm not tattooing, you know, it has potential to make money. So not saying it's all about money, but I'm just trying to maximize my time and getting better at my craft, becoming a master at what I do. But if I'm not in the shop, I'm either, you know, with my family or with my business partner, going over business or working out. Those are the things that I'm doing when I'm not tattooing or if I'm not in the shop. Before I was here, I was, you know, tattooing out the house. You know, that's where every tattoo artist starts, unless they just know somebody. But it came to a point where I was just contemplating, should I try to get in the shop? Should I try to pursue that? Because I know it's a whole different world. So what I did, I looked up different tattoo shops in the area, from Sugarland to Alvin to League City, Clear Lake, Houston, wrote them down. I visited about 7 different shops. You know, I was getting, you know, we're not looking for anybody right now, or we're full. You know, different answers, different responses. Some people had little respect. Some people gave me, you know, a lot of respect, you know, after they seen my portfolio. But this one shop I went to, Gold Rush, talked to a guy named Cody Gibbs, who I was referred to go see about, you know, trying to get to a shop from another tattoo artist. So I went there. It was crazy because I run out of gas, didn't have that much money, phone was about to go dead. But he referred me to like 3 different shops, and this was like the first one he said, Big City Tattoo. And so I'm like, I'm about to be on E. I don't got no bread on me for gas. My phone about to go dead for navigation. So I just said, forget it, because I was about to go to Dago's. And you know, those of you from Texas, you know about Dago's. Not saying any good or any bad about them, just saying that's where I was about to go after I left Gold Rush, to try to get a tattoo gig. So I just said, forget it. It's a reason why I came here, and he told me to go to this particular place. And so I came here, made it here. My phone went dead shortly after I arrived here at Big City. Talked to Stacy, and she was at the front, and I asked her, you know, are y'all looking for any artists? She said, come around here, talk to Renee. He was actually doing a cover up at the time, and showed him my portfolio, and thank God that, you know, he had a position, you know, a space for me at that time, and he gave me an opportunity to do a tattoo. He said, find somebody to do a tattoo on so I can see what you can do, and luckily I did one of my fiance, and she helped me by being my canvas to show that I could work in the shop. And that's how I ended up here. You know, he's seen what I can do. I did the tattoo, and been here ever since. Being here, I wouldn't want to be in any other shop. Just put it like that. I wouldn't want to be in any other shop for what I was trying to do. Just try to get into a shop that I'm respected as a person, not judged off skin color or anything like that, and just given the opportunity. And that's all I was asking for, was an opportunity, and for that I'm thankful. What's good? It's your boy Josh. You could reach me or hit me up or check out my artwork on Instagram at Vendella Gorea, VendellaGorea. Again, VendellaGorea.